Hey guys, today's video is on drum brake replacement. This specific vehicle is a 1993 Dodge Dakota, rear-wheel drive with 9-inch brakes, but this should work for about any drum brake setup that you might be working on. The first thing I wanted to show is, get this stuff out of the way, is my drum brake tool set. And this is very helpful to have. Any tool set would work that's meant for drum brakes. This is what I use. The Astro Pneumatic part number 7848. And here's some of the tools that you get. This is a spring removal tool. Here's another couple spring removal tools. This is a spring installer, which on some kits actually comes on your pliers, and this tool also might come on the end of your pliers. It looks kind of like that. Then there's also a couple adjusting spoons here, but I'll show you how all this works. So, one thing I like to do is just work on one side at a time rather than disassembling everything together. That way, when you're reassembling one side, you have the other side to look at as an example. So, I've already done the other side, which means I'm going to go ahead and take this side apart and show you how that's done. First thing is basically just taking all the springs off and it's a good idea to try and remember their location, and then you can lay it out on the ground and use that as a reference to put it back together. But since I have the other side, it's not as vital. So I'm going to take the spring removal tool, put it in with the tab away from the spring, or away from the hook of the spring, and then turn it, it's hard one-handed, turn it 180 degrees, so now the tab on the tool is in the hook of the spring, and just pop it off. Like that. We'll do the other side, pop it off, and I'm going to go ahead and remove these. And just from doing the other side and a bunch of drum brake jobs, I know that those two in the new hardware kit, which is here, are going to go up on the top. Okay, next thing, we'll remove our self-adjuster, if possible. And it's actually totally broken. So we'll get that out of the way. And now we can take our other spring removal tool, whichever one fits. This one fits my vehicle, so I'm going to use that. The way this works is you center it on your shoe mounting spring and push in and just turn it until that retainer releases. And I might actually have to use two hands to reach around the back and hold the pin that's sticking through, because if it's corroded bad enough, it's going to want to turn with the tool. And these brakes are really corroded, so I've been having a tough time. There we go. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to grease things up before you get started, just to help in removal. So this is what this looks like. This is the pin I was talking about. It'll also come in your new hardware kit. That's one thing that is vital, I would say, is to go ahead and replace your hardware. It's a minimal expense, and you'll be glad you did. So here's the pin. This sticks through the back, and then the spring and retainer slide on, and there's a slot in there that only lines up one way and then turns to lock it in. So that's what we just released. Go ahead and do that on the other side.